So here we have my water 2 filter after 1 year, started beeping, so the alarm works, telling me that the filter needed changing. So in that year, I suspected my water flow was a bit less than it normally would be, and probably even fit in the filter. I didn't know what it was beforehand. So this is why I've put this coupling in, and I'm going to test it just running through the pipes. The average could be between 10 and 15 litres per minute is a good flow rate. I've already tested it before I took the water 2 filter off from the year's worth of filtering, and it was at 4.5 litres a minute. So not great, but sustainable. We've been using that for a year like that. So that's a blocked, or not a blocked filter, but a used filter that's done 1 year. I'm now going to check it for it's just straight through flow, straight from the mains, and see how much literage we get in a bowl from that. And then I'll put the new filter, which is now inside there, which looks slightly wider and bigger, the new filter in there, and then I'm going to upscale it again to put in the fluoride filter, and we'll just see what the flow rates are for these two when they go in. Right, new blue internal filter in this one. Took off that joint, obviously, connected it back up as you do, 10 minutes as water 2 say. That's all back on. We'll test the new filter for flow rate. Bearing in mind, when there was no filter on, I got 7 3/4 litres in 1 minute. I think we can guess the result of this. That's half a bowl of water. Okay, well, when it was just this filter that is now a new filter in there, I got 5 1/4 on the new blue canister of litres a minute. When it was a blocked old filter or restricted old filter, it was 4 1/4. So obviously a bit better. Now I've changed the filter. I've now added the fluoride filter, so we'll see what that's going to do for a minute. And bearing in mind my original pressure was 7 3/4, so litres a minute. So I put the buzzers on as well, pushed them, held them down for a few seconds, 5 seconds, and set them off for another year, and they did work. I just thought it was my smoke alarm keep going off, but it's not. It's these water 2 filter buzzers, so that's good. Let's give it another run and measure. So this is how I'm checking my flow rate. I'm going to do 1 minute for filling up the bowl. 1. Okay, another minute on the timer for the 2 filters. Check for leaks. All looks good. Try and tidy them up a bit, get them in there. Okay, so the results of the water test, adding 2 filters in the end for a healthier lifestyle with less microplastics, less fluoride, and these are the figures. So a good town main, I suppose, for 10 to 15 litres per minute flow would be good. 13 I've heard is quite ideal. My actual flow for this 2-bed house on a main road is 7 3/4. My water 2 filter I've had for 1 year. The water was coming through there at 4 1/4 litres per minute. Then the buzzer started sounding. I then put the new filter in, and it's 5 1/4 litres per minute. And then the water 2 fluoride I added in for 3 1/4 litres per minute. So I've kind of lost half my pressure there on a cold drinking tap only. And it just goes to show you that if you're adding stuff into systems, you're adding filters, you're going to create resistance, so you will lose flow. So it's how badly do you want these filters fitted, and let's just hope they don't come out of any more, because if they get any more filters fitted, then I'm definitely going to have no water. So it just plays havoc really if you want to fill the kettle up quick, or a bucket of water. What do you want more? Healthier water, and go with a bit of slow flow rate. It's up to you.